I'm delighted to say that I've got Emily of William Hill, Emily Morgan, joining us today, and we're going to be talking about how digitalisation is changing organisations and the way we work and what impact that might have on reward and benefits. So, Emily, my first question to you is, how is digitalisation changing the way your employees at William Hill are working these days?
It's massive for us, as I'm sure it is for a lot of different organisations. I mean, one of the interesting things for William Hill is that we have a really big retail population, but then also a significant kind of digitally focused population. So it's really interesting how digitalisation is working differently for both those sides. And certainly the journey is very different. So if you think about retail colleagues, you've got such great diversity there. But seriously, you're restricted to shops. So, your day-to-day, you're speaking to customers, you not always being digitized in your communication. So getting through to them and communicating to them has always been a real challenge. So over the last 3 years now, we've had tablets in store where our colleagues can go and engage with organisation comms. And we've really been building on that to make sure that we're kind of communicating properly and giving them access to the right information. Also, like making communications interesting for them, giving them access to all the interactivity that we can give more easily to the digital side of the business. And it's really kind of ramped up our kind of conversations with them. And it's really interesting because digitization for the guys who are working in our tech teams and our digital business, they're helping create that now. They're setting the standard for us. So it's so natural that it works really well if you start to use it from a HR perspective, because that's just how they're used to receiving communications, and you can feel like you're speaking to them on their level.
So that's a good, interesting point that you're talking about, the impact then back onto HR on the comms side. But are you finding that some of your broader HR strategies are also changing due to the shift to digitization, and how you're supporting your workforce through this change?
Yeah, massively. And I mean, as with, again, so many other organizations, the rise of virtual working and COVID has really acted as a catalyst to digitization. And certainly the way that we have looked to support our colleagues has been in a really digital way. So one of the things we've done is predicting people returning to offices, because at the moment most people are not from our digital side of the business. We've got a desk booking app, so you're able to go and see how the office is laid out, see what desks you'll be able to book when offices are back open. And then we'll also be able to kind of use that information to better plan and design our offices and make more effective space of what we're doing. So it's those kind of things where actually the support tools are now online. They're accessible by your phone, they're accessible on an app. And we're working through kind of our other safety kind of procedures as well. So we'll have risk assessments available on apps. You're already able to access your pay and benefits on your phone. So it's that, making sure that people, now they have a much more virtual lifestyle. Their way they're engaging with work is much more virtual. Actually, the practicalities is making that work on their home phones, making it easy and fast for them to get there. And I think what we've really learned from the way we talk to our customers is that we should be treating our colleagues like our customers. We should be creating instantaneous connections for them. And that's what really works from a digital front.
Mm-hmm. And you talked there about people accessing their reward and benefits on their phone. Are there other ways that you've made shifts in your reward strategy or your benefit strategy that will again support that shift to digitization?
Yeah, massively. And I think, this has been a journey over the last few years. We've all known this is, this is going to come, this enhanced virtual working lifestyle. It's just that it's moved a bit faster. And, from us and our benefits front, last year was the first time we ran a virtual benefits tour. So we got our employees online, we got them engaged in webinars, they could go and pick what they wanted to learn about. We still had a focused time frame to do that, to encourage people at the right annual window, but it gave them the information they needed, and also gave them the opportunity to ask questions to people on webinars, to real life people who can answer those for them, but just via a digital means. So, I mean, that has worked really well for us. And it's interesting at the moment because engagement with rewards and benefits for people who haven't stepped into offices, that's a different kind of engagement with culture. And so we've built a program that, you know, is very virtual and digital focused around introducing people to their rewards and benefits and how they work in the organization. So that digitizing of practices, you know, has been kind of in progress, and it will continue to be. You know, as new technologies come out, we'll find new ways of using that. You know, we see people in your home lives now, you're so interacting on social media, you're engaging with other colleagues. You know, we're also trying to open up how colleagues can talk to each other about benefits and rewards, and really build on those relationships to make sure that we've got a whole community talking about it rather than just the organisation down.
It's fascinating just how much digitization is changing so many things, but also, as you say, in the specifically reward and benefits, it's going to evolve. We're not there yet. There's future changes coming, and it's hard to see what they will be, but we just know they're coming down the line. So a really exciting time to be doing this kind of work, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to see what's coming next.
Yeah.
We'll have avatars soon, I'm sure.
Thank you. It's been lovely talking to you today, Emily. I really appreciate your time.
Oh, you too. Thanks, Debbie.